Hey everyone, Carmen here. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to do some copywriting wireframing. Now, wireframing is the process of creating an outline or a skeleton of a web page, sales page, whatever it is that you're writing. And in our case, as writers, it's going to help us show clients what sales copy looks like when it's actually published for maximum engagement. And now there's two big reasons why you actually want to learn wireframing to begin with. And firstly, it just helps you raise your rates and charge more, because being a good copywriter and a high paid writer is all about the details. It's knowing SEO, CRO, lead gen, funnels, wireframing, and all those little details, because it lets you provide a better service and make the client more money, and they'll pay a premium for that. Now, secondly, it also makes the client projects just a bit more seamless and work better, because if the client can see what the copy is going to look like, they'll probably have less objections and questions to ask, so it just speeds up everything. It's win-win. Now, with that out of the way, let's just hop into Mockflows, a free tool that you can use yourself to make wireframes. So I'm actually just going to delete this one right here that I was working on as an example. Now, to sign up for an account, and then once you're on the dashboard here, what you can do is actually click New Project on the top left. And then I recommend using the web option. It'll just give you a bit more elements. Hand-drawn UI is also pretty good, but I'll use Mockflow's web option for this one. So I'm just going to give it a little name here, click the Start button, and then you're good to go. Now, pretty much the general idea is that we're going to take the elements from the left, drag them onto the right side, and just make a general sketch. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. It should just generally be black and white, really simple. Remember, we're just trying to make the client understand how the copy is going to look when it's published. So it doesn't have to be super fancy. All right, now what we can do is drag the elements from the left side over to the right. So let's say, for example, we were writing the copy for a website and we want to do the homepage. So I'm going to drag in this over here, and then pretty much you can just adjust it on the right. And when you have anything selected, the options to edit it will pop up on the left. So I'm just going to drag this over here. You can also change the site title, so we'll just say like client website, something like that. And then let's add some stuff over here. So once again, if we're making a home page, we're probably going to have a hero image and then a couple of other things. Go to Elements, and I'm going to drag in the horizontal line. And you can just move it around as you need. So what I'll do is I'll make like a hero section, copy and paste that, just to show you a general idea. So then what you could do, for example, is add in buttons. Normally in a hero section, you'd have some call to action. So I'll drag that in, and I'll change the CTA to something like get a consultation, something we'd actually use on a client website. And then now what you want to do is actually put the copy in. Now, since I don't have any real copy, and this is just an example, I would drag in the text, and then we'll just use some Ipsum that's already generated just to show you the general idea. And now you'd want to fill out all the sections, and then you can also leave notes. So if you wanted to say, hey, use a certain type of image in the hero section, make sure the call to action buttons are X color, something like that, you can leave notes in there. So it's a nice way just to give the client a nice idea of how it's actually going to look when it's live, and just how to get the most engagement and results out of it. So I'm just going to keep going along here. We'll pretend this is a little area to learn more about the products or services. So you can already see kind of how this is looking. And it doesn't have to be fancy. Like I said, keep it black and white most likely. You don't have to add all the details. A developer or a designer is going to handle all of that. that's a general idea of what wireframing would look like. You just use a tool like Mockflow, which is free for one project, but you can upgrade if you want more features and limits and things like that. But pretty much you just make the wireframe, keep it simple, copy and paste the copy from, let's say it's Google Drive or a Word doc onto Mockflow. And then what you can do actually when you're done here is you can click the review button, and then you can export it as a few different options. There's images, PDFs, whatever you like. And then if you actually go back to the dashboard, you can click this and click the share button. So click the project, hit the share button, and then you can actually just add people directly. So if you wanted to add the client to the project and let them do some edits and things like that, you can do that if you would like. But overall, that's how you can actually quickly raise your rates and just improve the project workflow with any client, is through wireframing. So subscribe if you're new to the channel, drop a comment if you want to say anything, ask any questions about wireframing, and I'll catch you in the next video.